Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drew, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Ruben Diaz makes the interception. Well, Emmanuel Petit has got to be one of the most technically gifted midfield players there are anywhere. You would give anything for his sort of influence in your team, wouldn't you, Jim?
Big fan. I've always been a big fan. Defensively, extremely capable. He has an excellent work rate on and off the ball, but he doesn't get too much attention for his aggressive midfield presence. And I always feel that he's someone that can leave a foot in, not in a bad way, but just in a strong way.
Now this could be a chance. Kukchu has it in a wide position. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, no joy this time. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass filter, did he?
Little doubt, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Pato. Due. That's a little off target. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Rashford. And here's Pato, looking to play him in. Cherki tries to play it through, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. Milan deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. Tries to pass it through. It's a sharp pass. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, can they get him away? Ake. Ruben Diaz. Vardio. Kimmich. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rashford! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, well played, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Doué's cross. Looking for the run. Pato is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. It's a promising position. Alvarez's cross. Here comes the corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Stood up well to him there. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. Chance, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Alvarez clearly thought...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 15.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Para a entrada do jogador.
I can imagine how the managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Nice looking ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Brazil do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And it's Pato. That's a lovely pass. De Ketelaere. And he's picked it up out wide. Petit. Alvarez. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Deftly away. Kimmich. De Ketelaere is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the...
Just the keeper to beat! Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. De Gea defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This looks promising. It's a loose ball. Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. Cherki. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and that interception was most necessary. Now it's Rashford. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Look at the space here. Header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Brazil have their third quarter.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 17, camisa 21, camisa 20.
Chance! It's a goal! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. If the defence let themselves down by not picking him up, I think the boss won't be amused.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Vinicius Junior. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a good foot in there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that pass just didn't quite work. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
A heavy challenge. Just about up to 75 minutes. No, that was never going to make it. Ronaldinho. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Lewandowski. Can he get it through? Lewandowski. That looks a decent ball. Lovely bit of skill. That's really good defending. That's gone for a throw-in. Chiellini. Rijkaard. It's Ronaldinho.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, shooting chance! It's there! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Camisa 21. Substituição.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And the keeper's got it again. De Gea punts it upfield. Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's
Teremos
Vinicius
3
Junior.
minutos de acréscimo.
Chiellini. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kupchu. Aims beyond the defence. Neymar. Neymar. He's on it. Can he get away? Thinks about the shot. Akanji has got himself a free kick. And that will be it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. We have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. This, of course, the Saitama Stadium, looking so intimidating with the crowd close to the pitch, so much like classic European stadia. And already we're underway here. And he's forced to go back. The Netherlands looking to pass their way through. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Mbappe, Tovin, and it's Doué. Strong running down that left flank. Can he get onto this? The Netherlands appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe. Zaire Emery. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So
He's having a shot! I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he was quick to react. Cruyff takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, it's a great ball here. Out for a throw. And it's Simons. Now the cross. It's a decent clearance. And here's Cruyff. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Caresses it through, and he's worked it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's there to make the challenge. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. It's a really well-measured ball. Back into the middle. Tovin. Chance! Goal! France! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Doué was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style. And they're at it again in double quick time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Rijkaard gets good distance on it. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Neymar. Batistuta! Batistuta! Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He's tried one! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Kukçu. Alvarez. Kukçu. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Roberto Carlos. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say.
He's going for goal! Goal! Brazil! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
River Plate finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Great skill, that's nice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rudiger. That has not gone well. Now it's Haaland. Played out towards the right wing. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a great pick out. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Could be danger here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Brazil are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Kimmich.
Brazil really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Cherki. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now, can they get him away? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's in space and looking for options. Kukçu cuts out the pass. Alvarez. Kimmich. Half an hour played now. Brazil looking to pass their way through. He's having a go! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. River Plate have the chance to go the other way. Ended up in no man's land. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Foden. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Goes for the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates.
Brazil can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Haaland, who does have an assist to his name. Roberto Carlos. And it's Timber. That's been intercepted. Brazil finding their passes. He's beaten the last man. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Alvarez! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Here comes the cross. Timber with the clearance. Foden. Probing pass.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
He's cut it out. Neymar. That's a good run down the left. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Timber. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's been taken short. That'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Brazil go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 15.
¿Qué hace Ramito hoy? ¿Cómo anda?
Foden. Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Alvarez proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Kupchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's perfectly measured that. Albert Ferrer. And it's Roberto Carlos. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. It's Roberto Carlos! Now, who's going to be first to
¿Cómo te trata el fútbol? Para la mierda, amigo. Si es una mierda esto, boludo, ¿cómo te va a tratar?
taken
Lo juego
here.
para ver si se ocurre un milagro, boludo, y anda bien. Para eso nada más. No lo juego por diversión a esto.
It's Alvarez.
Hace rato no lo juego por diversión.
Had it picked away. Trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion,
That was a given. It always was.
that's shocking. He's with
And that's it. All that remains for me is to thank Jim Begley. That's it for us tonight.
El primer partido que gano, hace 4 partidos que vengo jugando, boludo. El primero que gano, y debe ser de tercera este. Y me costó encima, boludo. Encima me costó, boludo. Imagínate cómo me anda. Imagínate cómo me anda el jueguito este. Hermoso. Segunda. Una mierda, boludo. Me da lo mismo igual, boludo. Hasta con 2 rayas podés ganar este juego, boludo. No tiene nada que ver las rayas, boludo. Ni el pin, ni nada. Con 2 rayas podés ganar, boludo. He ganado miles de partidos a 2 rayas, boludo. Miles gané, boludo. A 2, 3 rayas, 4. Es lo mismo, boludo. Sí. Peor es que ande mal y pierda, boludo. Todos los partidos. Como a mí. Eso es peor, boludo. Si ahora si me anda mal y gano, me chupo un huevo, boludo. Pero me anda mal y pierdo todos los partidos. Yo prefiero que me ande para el orto, pero no perder los partidos, boludo. Que le ande también al rival mal, boludo. No solo a mí. Si no, no es partido, no es justo, boludo. Siempre para mí, todo para mí, todo mal, boludo. Recién. Ahora este me va a romper el orto también, porque yo el evento lo vengo de perder. Por goleada, así. Me metió 2 y me salí y no me podía mover, boludo. Contra un 22.000, boludo. ¿Dónde la viste, boludo? 22.000. Y este va a pasar lo mismo, boludo. Salvo que se haya ocurrido la magia de que se haya acomodado. Estoy esperando eso, boludo. Por eso no estoy cortando ni nada. Estoy esperando que se acomode eso. No, liga no, menos que menos, boludo. No gano partida rápida, boludo. Imagínate liga. No gano en evento, boludo. Ya subí a primera igual, boludo. Subí la primera semana. La primera o segunda semana ya subí a primera. Y lo dejé. Bajé de vuelta a segunda y me puse a golear con otro equipo. Y empecé a perder y ahí lo dejé. Y ahora estaba por subir de vuelta y nada, no jugué más. Siempre subo a primera, boludo. En liga. Sí. Sí, te puede tocar cualquier cosa, boludo. Pero siempre de primera y segunda, tercera como mucho. A mí me tocan de primera y segunda. Hay que tocar la conexión, amigo. 1475 tengo de MTU. Hay que tocar hay que bajar el MTU, tocar la conexión. Si no, no le vas a ganar a nadie. Hay que laguear, boludo. Y no es laguear, es acomodar la conexión, punto. No estoy lagueando a nadie. Si los demás están lagueados, problema de ellos. Hace 4 partidos que no puedo ganar, boludo. Si se acomoda, empiezo a ganar todo. Pero hay que tocarlo el MTU, hay que bajar el MTU. Que no te caen, boludo. Yo arranco 1400, arranco 1430, ponele, y voy subiendo a poco, de a 10 puntos, 1440, 1450, 1400. El otro día llegué 1475, o sea, llegué 1480, gané, lo bajé 5 puntos y ahí lo dejé, y empecé a ganar. Y ahora estoy probando eso en directo. Pero sin tocar el MTU, lo dejé 1475. Y empecé para el orto. Me anda re mal, pero bueno, hay que esperar a ver si se acomoda, boludo. Puede tardar un par de partidos. O no se acomoda nunca, no sé. Estoy probando eso, boludo. Si pudiera tocar el MTU en el directo lo hago, pero no puedo. Toda conexión, amigo, no hay tu tía. Acá es handicap, con buena conexión te lo pasás por las bolas, boludo. Y si no, cuando me ande bien te lo compruebo. La gente piensa que es solo handicap, script y Konami y minuto Konami y la concha de su madre, boludo. Y de la conexión no dicen nada. De la conexión nadie habla, boludo. Todos dicen Konami, handicap, script, minuto Konami, comer pay to win. Nadie dice conexión. Eso no cuenta, no. Lo más importante del online es la conexión y no cuenta, boludo. Claro, amigo, porque ¿cómo no te vas a quejar si es la conexión el problema, boludo? No es otra cosa. Partida rápida, perdí 2 seguidos, boludo. Contra los 2 de segunda, en partida rápida, boludo. ¿Qué tiene? Handicap también. Tiene handicap, partida rápida. Mirá, vos no sabía, boludo. Recién me entero. O sea, un empate es perdido para mí. 2 empates, boludo. Contra 2 de segunda. Mirá, no me puedo ni dar vuelta, boludo. Mirá lo que es esto. Re pesado está, boludo.
Just says play on. England finding their passes. And Dyke gets across to intercept that. Pinches it off him to the keeper.
No. Yo creo que donde más sufrimos con la conexión es en el arquero. En el arquero nos saltan. Sí, boludo. A mí me traspasa mucho la pelota, no me puedo girar rápido, no puedo marcar bien. ¿Ves cómo ahora? Mira, ¿ves? Llegan todas tarde, nadie corta la pelota. Nadie corta. Ya te adivinan todos los pases. Cuando la agarran mío, mira, ya está, el chabón ya está corriendo para el pase. Todo lento, mira dónde estoy jugando, boludo. En mi arco, boludo. Tengo que andar reventando porque no puedo salir, boludo. Y reviento y la pierdo.
Jordan Henderson, passing is crisp and sharp. That is as far as they're going to go.
Y encima se dan el tupé de jugar así, boludo. Encima de eso, boludo. Encima de eso, boludo. Triangulazo fue eso, boludo. A los pies de él. Ahora me lo tira él y va perfecto, boludo. No te digo, boludo. Lo tira él y va perfecto, acuérdate,
Beautifully weighted. Jordan Henderson. Colwell. It's Beckham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Vejam no telão as informações sobre como se localizar dentro do estádio. Substituição no time da Holanda. Camisa 18. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 20.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
The Netherlands really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
The Netherlands do look as though they've made a half-time change here. Well, and it's been given away. He's picked his way through. And he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Adams gets it clear. And it's Rashford. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Xavi Simons now looking to orchestrate a counter. But this is Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. Rashford. Now Colwell. Jordan Henderson. Rashford. Can he finish? Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 60.332
It's a promising
espectadores.
build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rashford is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And he's picked it up out wide. And Owen! And still, we await the first breakthrough. And it's Cruyff.
That looks a good ball through.
He's had a shot! Oh, it's gone in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that.
Camisa 4. Substituição no time da Holanda.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Beckham really struggling to influence. Weghorst is on his own. Gehi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Owen.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on tugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help them.
He's got full. He will be livid with himself. Bellingham, nicely weighted ball. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Rashford. Rashford.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Simons. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Cruyff. He's being urged to shoot. And a chance! He scored! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time feature to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Van Dijk. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Referee's given a throw. Looking to play him in. Looking to go deep. Van der Ven clears it away. Now it's Weghorst. Gehi does well to get it back. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Van Dijk.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And time is up. The Netherlands have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
The Netherlands really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that...
Ese que salimos 1-1, boludo, me mandó un mensaje, me dice que uso ayuda al... ¿Cómo se llama? Ayuda de pase, dice que uso, boludo. Me dijo que se cagaba la risa, dice que uso ayuda al pase, qué sé yo, boludo. A ver, vamos a ver las ayudas que tengo, a ver, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver las ayudas. Acá, Uy, sí, boludo, mirá todas las ayudas que tengo, boludo. Una banda. No, tengo el assist. Tengo el Smart Assist, mirá, activado. Hay cada uno, boludo. Pobrecito, boludo. Pobre gente, boludo.